It's my pleasure to introduce Mitchy. She's going to be introducing the rest of our speakers, and she has a couple things to say.
Great. Hi again, everyone. So again, my name's Mitchy. I use any pronouns. I consider myself non-binary. Is this thing working?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just only hear myself. So anyways, first off, I just wanted to recognize how this month is actually LGBTQ Disability Month. So it's a month to honor our queer folks who are disabled. And I just wanted to bring up how this week I was looking through Instagram and there was actually an influencer who is queer and who uses a wheelchair. And they talked about wheelchair etiquette. So I wanted to talk about that and hold that space for a moment. So when I read their statement and like their basically words of education, for us who don't use wheelchairs and we see someone who uses a wheelchair, when we see them, you treat them like human, and that sounds like an odd statement. But the thing is that sometimes us being able to walk and not use a wheelchair, we I actually don't know how to pronounce this word, but basically baby them. And that can be questions that you think are helpful, but they're actually not. They're very hurtful. Those questions can include, like, for example, them talking, having a conversation with someone, and suddenly you come up to them and you're like, do you need help with your wheelchair? It's very random. It's honestly very rude. And it's very disrespectful because they're over there, they're handling their business, they're doing well and fine, and yet you're coming up to them and you're asking this question, kind of babying them. So I wanted to bring that up, and there's like a bunch of other threads from these influencers, these educators, to be honest, that you can find. And I really urge that you try to find them, especially like beyond wheelchair etiquette. There's a bunch more beyond that. And I also wanted to hold the space to say that this week is also non-binary awareness week. So
Beware.
yeah. So as a non-binary person, obviously it's really great to go and educate yourself on this, not only for others but even for yourself. I think non-binariness tends to be a topic that a lot of people don't understand, and then once they do, they're like, oh my god, I'm non-binary, but it's like 15 years later, that aka me. But yeah, I really urge for you to learn about what non-binary means, and also figure out what you think that means to you, because non-binary means something different to everyone. So the definition will be different, but there's always like an end. I don't want to say end goal, that's kind of weird. There's like no goal to it, but there's kind of like a conclusion to it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm now going to introduce the rest of our speakers. So, yay!